Someone's got to do the work.
I don't want to hear that. It's so weird.
Hey!
That's the first I've heard of it.
Yes, do you mind?
Just like you said.
You've got no business here, Runt.
Nothing's ever gonna change that. Anything's possible. I get so worked up. There've been all kinds of deserve that.
Are you trying to make...
Sure, I'm a master at making trouble.
Here. I wouldn't have done that.
And
Now,
finish him.
Not bad.
But that's terrible. That's an open secret.
And there's more, believe me.
He simply talks too much.
I really didn't deserve that.
Ah!
He should have known the rumors.
Are you...
Sure.
Ah, a fight?
Enough trouble. Anything's possible. As if I didn't have enough problems. That was quite obvious. Do you really think? That's totally obvious.
Hey, I haven't got time to chat with you.
Hey, you! Hey! What are you doing here?
What am I supposed to do here? I'm drinking. But if you mean, what do I do all day? I arrange fights.
You arrange fights?
Every day, from noon until evening. Behind the warehouse in the Harbor District. Home sweet home.
What are the rules for the fight?
Quite simple. All regular weapons are allowed. No bows or crossbows, and no magic. We fight until one of us drops. And as soon as one of us is flat on his back, it's over. Got it? Whoever leaves the ring is out. So the stake is 50 gold coins. If you win, you get 100 back. Got it?
Yep. Hey, you! You live?
It's only temporary. When you have I was a drill instructor in the army, but I left that. Now I've wound up in this shithole. My last 100 gold piece, so I'm seeing to it that I come into money again.
To whom did you sell the sword?
I swapped it with a trader in the marketplace for some stuff. The guy's called Jorah. The torches and the bit of meat that he gave me are long used up.
He isn't likely to give me the sword for nothing.
It's an old sword. He won't want much for it. Just think of the money as an extra stake for the fight.
What do you know about the war?
There's not much to tell. The country people are starving. Everywhere there are peasant revolts that are put down mercilessly by the king. But there's just too many of them. If the war doesn't end soon, the realm will fall apart.
Can you train?
If you really want to learn how to fight, then
I want to fight.
I only fight from noon. The fighting is only worth it if there are enough. It's much too late now.
How are things?
If you want something to drink, you'll have to order it.
I bet you overhear a lot of things.
So what's that to you?
I've always got an open ear for news.
Have you got your purse open then? Every piece of information
All right,
You struck a good bargain. I'm all...
I need info.
You already know what I feel. Just believe everything you hear.
What do you know about the missing citizens?
All I know is that some people have vanished during the last few days. It's especially bad down here at the harbor, they say. Maybe you should ask him. There were some cases in the lower part of... If you want to know more, you should talk to Corrigan. He has his tavern in the lower part of town. Halvor, the fish merchant down by the quay, might know something too. Many people frequent him.
Who can teach me something?
There are a few competent people. Carl the blacksmith is a sturdy fellow. Ulrich knows a lot about fighting. And Lars is a cunning rogue. And if you're crazy enough to go see old Ignaz, he knows all about
Where can I find...
Oh, boy. The king will have won his war against the orcs. Just look around the harbor. He's easy to find. His hut is right next to my tavern.
Got my own opinion. Why haven't I heard about this before? All right, you win. You already know what I think. We can only wait and see.
You know you...
Sure thing.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
How's the shipping traffic?
The only ship that's come here recently is the Paladin ship.
You really think?
It's over there, behind the rock.
There've been all kinds of rumors. Really didn't deserve
What kind of rumors are floating about?
Around here, we don't like people who ask too many questions.
Let's wait till it
Especially
comes.
not if they're strangers.
I hardly know what's going on.
Why don't I see...
They don't dare come in here.
Better to watch out. I've heard a thing or two. Wouldn't be so sure. It's exactly what I said. That's nothing new, so why wouldn't they listen to me? That's the first I've heard of it. Nobody ever asked. That's the first I've heard of it.
What with?
These are bad times.
I'm no better off myself.
You must be the new fellow who has caused the trouble here in the city. It is one thing if you brawl with the rabble in the harbor, but when you attack citizens or the king's soldiers, I must bring you to justice. If I let you get away with it, soon everyone here will do whatever he wishes. So, you will pay an appropriate penalty, and the matter will...
How much?
50 gold.
I don't have enough gold.
Then see to it that you acquire the gold as... And I'm warning you, if you add to your guilt, things... yeah! Get away from here!
I know nothing about picking locks.
It's gonna get even worse.
I'm not telling you anything new.
No, I don't want that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Everybody knows by now.
What are you doing here?
I'm training the boys to use a crossbow.
Could you train?
No, I only train, but we can always use good people. So if you...
I know nothing about picking locks.
Hey, you! What are you creeping around there for?
That's not what I heard.
Will it ever change?
Go away. Don't tell me that.
Don't bother me, I'm on duty.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Hey, you! What are you doing?
I'm a novice from the monastery. I run errands. I have provided the 3 innkeepers in the city with...
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Who are the 3 innkeepers?
One of them is the good man here behind the bar. Then there is Kerrigan, who has his tavern on the Temple Square, and Cardiff, the owner of the tavern in the Harbor District.
What can you tell me about them?
We novices seek enlightenment in prayer to Innos and learn the principles of... We serve them as we serve Innos and prepare...
Well, take me...
Forget it. Do you know how many... When I think of all those blood flies, wolves... Besides, you can't...
Why not?
Entrance is only permitted to...
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
How can I become...
If a man feels that
Hey, just tell me what the
you need the offerings, a sheep and
Nobody will learn
1,000
anything
gold
from me.
pieces.
Don't tell this to anyone.
I agree with you completely.
How am I...
Since you obviously don't know anyone who would pay that for you,
There's nothing
Where
you
can I
do
find
about
it?
from the farmers, of course.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus.
Hey,
By
what's
the
up?
explicit
Yeah,
order
as
of
long
the
as the
Honorable Lord
Paladins don't have
Hagen,
any
the
new
following
assignments
decree
for
is
me,
hereby
I must-
enacted.
You're working
the
for the
security measures for the
Yeah,
protection
I
of the
report
upper
to
quarter
them on the
will be
situation.
further strengthened. The guards on the gates are ordered to interpret the law in the strictest sense in order to prevent unauthorized entry.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
How are things with...
No reason to
Tell
worry.
me you didn't know
We in this go home and let us.
That's not what I heard.
Would you like...
Sure, I.
I agree with you completely.
Hey, you! What are you...
I wouldn't know how that is any.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Hey, come closer.
Who says things
Lord
like
Andre is springing for a few barrels.
Will it ever change?
Hey,
He
you!
can't keep anything to himself.
Would you like another...
That's all just gossip.
He had better shut up.
You were about to say something...
Oh yeah, right. The orcs are absolutely. They're stuck in the Valley of Mines, and not even a.
And it's gonna get even worse.
Hear ye, inhabitants
Hey,
of Corinus. By the explicit order
Would
of
you
the
like another-
Honorable Lord Hagen,
A
the
tasty
following
bitter ale
decree
is-
is hereby enacted. By reason of the imminent danger of an attack by orcs, each inhabitant of the city is to prepare himself
You know,
accordingly.
you don't have to.
Everyone is to begin training in the skills of combat immediately, and to arm himself.
Hey!
I never knew that.
Would you like...
A taste.
I don't believe that.
Will it ever change?
You know.
You don't say.
It's not what I heard.
I can't take care of everything.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
One more...
Listen, kid. I've got import. We'll talk again later.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Hey, not so fast. Strolling about alone out here is dangerous. Where do you come from?
From the city.
Well. Then what are you doing wandering around out here, so far from the protective walls of the city?
What's so dangerous out here?
Many things. I bet you'll be yelling for my help after the next bend in the road.
Just assuming I would fall...
I am merely a humble servant of the king, and would not enjoy fleecing a help. But you know, if you put it like that, I wouldn't object to a little 10 gold coins should do for...
Why not?
You haven't got the money. Maybe...
I've changed my mind.
Wonderful.
I need your...
If it's absolutely necessary.
I'm being...
But I don't see any monsters right. If it's absolutely necessary.
I'm being...
Really? Where are they then? Come here, you filthy beast.
Halt! We have no use. Why do you...
Another one of those things. Yeah, that's how you deal with those things. All right, so much for you, filthy beast. Another one of those things. All right, so much for you, filthy beast.
pieces.
Yes! Run as fast! Deserve that, lowlife!
Иди ко мне. Вознагражден будет только один.
В бой, защитники Монолита! В бой! Отомстим за павших братьев наших! Да будет благословенно вечное их единение с Монолитом! Смерть!
Ты обретешь то, что заслуживаешь. Иди ко мне. Иди ко мне.
You're in for it now. Stop right there, you lowlife!